We have head coach Amy Mallon, Keishana Washington, and Kylie Lavelle. Kylie had her fourth 20-point game of the season tonight with 28. Keishana had her second career double-double with 21 points and a career-high 11 assists. We will start with opening comment from Coach. Then if we can direct questions to the student-athletes first, please.
I think this was a great team win to be at home and play like we did tonight. I just thought, when you look at the stat, 24 assists on 32 made shots, that's Drexel basketball, and I think that kind of sums up tonight. I thought we did a great job on the defensive end. This team scores some points, and I think we had to slow them down a little bit, and at times when we needed to, we were able to do that. But very proud of this group as a whole, especially Key and Kai today really leading the way on the offensive end, and then on the defensive end. I was saying Keisha had a couple more rebounds. We would have had a triple-double. So we'll work on that next. But overall, just a great team win tonight.
Yeah, and for Kylie, a big 20-point-plus game tonight. What do you think was working for you and made you so effective on the offensive end?
I just let the game come to me. My teammates found me. We executed all our plays, and I was just open around the basket and running the floor.
Keishana, does it tell you something about the versatility of this team? When you come up with career-high assists, she's scoring, and then the bigs are assisting as well and coming with rebounds. What is it about this team that everyone seems to be versatile and can rise up at any minute?
I think that's something that we all know we have. It's something that everyone's capable of doing. If people try to take me away from scoring, I can pass the ball. Having 11 assists, I think Kai is a big game for her. Coming back from an injury, I think this was, probably a statement game for her. I think Jazz was big, getting the rebounds. Firm did what she did on the boards. We got Grace, who's just our tough kid, tough freshman to play with, especially on the defensive end. So I think we just did what, everyone knew we were capable of doing.
With so many contributors, how much does that make it difficult to beat a Drexel team because the opposition can't key in on one or two players?
It definitely makes it difficult because we have a lot of weapons. You can't key in on just me because, Kai can get a lot of points. You can't key in on just the two of us because then you have Firm who will step in and knock down threes. Or you have Jazz that can clean up on the boards and get easy putbacks. So I think it's going to make it tough, especially, heading into the tournament for teams to guard us.
Kylie, great game, 28 points. It's probably been tough for you trying to get back to what we saw first few games of the year. How good did it feel today to put up that type of performance as you just continued to be aggressive, trying to get your shot inside?
I was just waiting for the right time. Today was a good day. Firm found me all under the basket, and yeah.
And you ran the floor pretty well. Are you really starting to feel kind of back in game shape here? You really got up and down the floor very well tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot better than I was before.
Key, it wasn't your night really shooting the basketball early. And 11 assists. And like Coach mentioned, 24 assists on 32 field goals. But did you kind of take it upon yourself to say, hey, you know what, I'm not really making my shots here. Let me get some of my teammates involved?
Yeah, definitely. I think it takes a lot of pressure off, especially when, my teammates are knocking down shots. And like I said, it's hard to guard when, I'm flying down the floor and then I have Kai open in the corner, Firm or Grace that's able to knock down, 15-foot jumper. Definitely makes it hard for the other team, and it relieves some pressure off of me. So.
Again, Amy, a lot of contributions from a lot of different people and sometimes contributing ways we don't expect. Is it something about this team? Is it the versatility of this team that's making it, the successful as your season goes on?
I definitely think that's, I've said this before. Our theme this year was eat, sleep, build, repeat. And I think we talked about having a really strong foundation and then building on that. And I think that's what you're seeing now. I think, we have two freshmen that start who are, the conversation I just had with Kylie the other day is like, you're no longer a freshman. Do you know what that means? And to understand that concept, same with Grace O'Neal, it's February now, so you can't use being a freshman as an excuse for things that are happening on the floor. You're ready for the position you're in. And I think that momentum is what I'm hoping we continue to see. And tonight was great because, we had so many contributions. Just what they're able to do at different times, it makes it really hard for you to zone in on one person. Washington's a special player. She definitely leads us in every way from a scoring standpoint and just a floor leader, knowing what we're supposed to be doing. But that said, she's making other people believe that they can do the things they're capable of doing, all within what they're capable of. And I think that's been really our strength right now, knowing our roles and understanding those and doing them at a really high level.
A coach of yesteryear once said, when she was coaching in the general area, that January is getting through to get to February. Last week, you won a really nail-biter at Stony Brook. Last night, there are two pursuers of yours that the game didn't go their way, that were right there. And you kind of feel that karma is swinging back in your direction right now?
Yeah, I think it's really important that, we were saying February is really when you start separating yourself, and especially in conference, like making sure you're taking care of business. And it starts with, practice every day, but each opponent, just making sure you're preparing. But I think that is big right now, for February, that we continue to, hold steady with what we're doing. And if we do that, I think we can be successful. But it is really trying to start that separation, wherever that happens. And, we're going to totally enjoy this win tonight. But knowing that Sunday we have just big of a game against Monmouth at Monmouth, for a team that, is coming out of a bye week. So the prep time for them, we have no time to really waste, and we have to stay focused. And I'm expecting with my two seniors and Hendrickson and Washington to really make sure we stay focused on that.
Coach, great game from Kylie, and it really looked like the game plan was to feed her inside, exploit the mismatches. Charleston went with 4 guards very often tonight. Was that the game plan going into this game?
Yes, yeah, we definitely worked on that this week, knowing they were smaller, knowing they were going to switch screens, so we knew there would be mismatches. And I think I was really happy to see it swing in Kylie's favor in the sense of really taking advantage of that. And I think Firm and Key did a great job finding her and knowing the mismatch was there, but we prepped her and prepped all our bigs this week, and I was really happy to see that. Even Valentine made the right pass into the post when it was, and that's what you love seeing, because they're really focused on what we're working on during the week and understanding that's what we're looking to do and have it really fall into our actual play, our plan, but also actually see it go through too.
And it's one thing to plan for it and get the passes down there, but for Kylie to shoot 12 of 21, she missed some shots early, but she wasn't discouraged and just continued to be aggressive. How great was that to see? Really her best game since the LaSalle game when she put up 31.
It's great. She's been in working, and it really is, as I said to her, you were out a certain amount of time. You're going to need that amount of time probably just to get yourself back where you need to be. And I think she's in a great position right now. I think she's starting to get an idea of what she's going to see on the floor and how she's going to get shots and keeping it simple, And I said at this point, our focus is to keep it simple in what we're doing, but also know what you're capable of doing. And I think she showed that tonight. She's capable of doing that. And what I love about her is she's not afraid to take that next shot. She'll miss a couple shots, but she does it. She's able to knock it down the next time. So I'm really happy to see that, especially for a freshman to step up and do that.
And another freshman, Grace O'Neal, you mentioned, did well. But again, great bench contributions from Chloe Hodges and Jasmine Valentine. Hodges is averaging over 9 points a game over her last 7. And Valentine was huge against Stony Brook. Another big rebounding performance today. How huge is that to have 2 reliable front court players that you can bring in off the bench for 20 to 25 minutes a game?
Well, that's exactly what you want out of 2 bench players. The spark coming in, knowing, again, they're both a little bit different in what they bring, but they bring that spark, and that energy you need off the bench. And they know, again, what their roles are and what they're capable of doing. And I'm really happy with where they are and where they're moving. And I think, you said Hodges has really been this key spark for us, but definitely Valentine in the last couple of days. I think it's because she's wearing those tights now underneath her. She just start wearing those. We're like, keep those tights on, whatever you're doing, whatever that pregame meal, stay on it. But just really excited about their contributions.